Okay, this is the PFAFF Model 230. I love this machine. It's probably one of the most versatile machines that I've worked with recently. It also has that quality that only PFAFF can engineer into machines, and it has the same size motor as the PFAFF 130-6. And because of the unique design of the pulley system and the steel reinforced belts of this particular model, I actually found that it performs better than the 130-6. It's just a beautiful machine. Follow me down to the bottom, and I'm going to start talking about the feed dog adjustment knob first. With a simple movement of this knob, you can drop the feed dogs so that you can do freehand embroidery or decorative type sewing without those feed dogs pulling. Directly to the right, we have a simple depress button for turning the light on and off for the machine. And it's got a wonderful light system on here that really lights up the bed area and the needle area completely. Following me up a little bit, we've got a nice centralized control area here for reverse sewing and also for stitch length. And the stitch length on this machine is really wonderful. You can do anything from 6 stitches per inch all the way down to 30 stitches per inch. So again, with the built-in stitches in this machine, you could get over 1,000 stitch variations with this PFAFF 130. And as you'll see in a little bit, this dial-a-stitch card has 40 stitches on each side. This is side 1. Then if I turn it over, you can see side 2 has even more stitches available. And by making fine-tuning adjustments on these stitches, that's how you can generate so many stitch variations with this 230. Here's a sample of some of the stitches that we've already done on this machine, just to let you kind of look at how beautifully this 230 sews. You can see a wide variety of decorative and utility stitches, and this is only the first sample sew off. Here's sample sew off 2. Again, you can see just gorgeous stitch quality. It just does a beautiful job of making these stitches just gorgeous regardless of what kind of material you're sewing on. And there's stitch off sample number 3. Look at the amazing variation. I mean, just gorgeous, gorgeous things you can do with these 80 plus stitches, and with almost 1,000 plus stitch variations with this PFAFF 230. Let's go back to the machine again, and you can see here that as we come up the right side of the machine, bobbin winding is very, very easy. It's going to disengage itself as it becomes full. And if we go to the back top of the machine, you can see we have 2 spool pins, which tells you right away that this PFAFF 230 can do dual needle sewing. And also the nice thing about these spool pins, again, if you're moving the machine around, or if you're transporting it, or simply shifting it from one table to another, you can simply fold these spool pins down so that they're less likely to get broken off. As we move over to the left, you can see that there's a number of control dials, and I don't want you to be intimidated by these. They're very, very simple in relation to that dial-a-stitch that I showed you just a moment ago. It's probably going to be hard for the camera to see it, but the dial-a-stitch, basically you set generally 3 set points in order to get the stitch that you want to generate with this 230. You'll have a control A, which is right in this area right here. You simply slide this open, and you can adjust the number that corresponds with the stitch that you want. Control B is going to be right here. Control C is going to be right here. So again, it's a very simple process to set the stitches that you want with this dial-a-stitch card. And this control area right here also allows you to adjust needle position, left, center, and right, and also acts as a stitch width control as well. The little knob right here is only used if you're doing buttonholing. And again, we're going to be providing a manual. This is our manual right here, that we've gotten professionally bound as usual. And it's going to take you through every step of this machine, how to use it, how to maintain it. And the ease of this machine is very, very nice. Also, it's got some extra little bells and whistles. I think this is a cute feature. This little knob right here allows you to lower the light down so that it's easier to change the bulb if the bulb burns out. Or I suppose you could also lower it if you wanted to direct the light in a different way depending on what kind of project you're doing. But generally it's going to be recessed up in the housing of this all-metal machine. If you follow me over to the left a little bit further, you're going to see that we've got a very easy threading system coming down through the tension control and then up through the arm and all the way down to the presser foot area. Also, this presser foot has a huge amount of clearance already. Hopefully you can see that. I can almost fit my entire finger underneath it. In addition to that, you've also got a hyperextension that gives you probably close to a 1/4 inch more clearance on it as well. This PFAFF 230 also comes with a wonderful auto threader. Hopefully the camera can get a shot of that. It's recessed out of the way when you don't need it, and then you're able to simply rotate it down in order to thread that needle. So this also has a easy pop-in bobbin. I'm not going to rotate the machine to show it, but it is a bobbin that loads in the front, so it's very easy to snap in. And all of those decorative sew-offs that you saw on those separate pieces of cloth were done with one bobbin. So it's got a huge bobbin capacity on this machine, so you'll very seldom in your project work have to go in there and rewind a bobbin. And we will be providing extra bobbins and accessories with this machine as well, so you'll always be ready to go. Make sure you check out our other videos as well, where we demonstrate the incredible power of this PFAFF 230.